Hello, hello, people. We're back to another cooking show with Super Dad. Now, the next recipe is going to be for homemade macaroni salad. So now we've boiled some water with a little bit of salt. My preferred brand is Prince Macaroni. You dump that shit in a pot of boiling water, okay? Get yourself a very nice clean fork. Mix it up really, really well. Let's not forget to drink your protein shake because you worked out about an hour ago. LRW protein, by the way. Use code Barry10. You save yourself 15% off, just saying. Alright, so let this, I'm going to boil it for about 10 minutes. I know the recipes always say al dente, 8 minutes, whatever it is. I find around 10 minutes the noodles are soft. So I'm going to do that. And in the meantime, I'm going to get some supplies. And I'm going to start cutting up the tomato, the onion. I use some half sour pickles, etc. Okay, so stay tuned. People, we're on round number 2, the macaroni salad. The noodles are boiling. We're going to go over there and... Okay, we got the noodles over here in the strainer. You got to really use cold water because you want them cooled down, you know. Nobody wants hot macaroni salad. And it's got to go in the fridge for a few hours anyway, so you got to really get them kind of cooled down. Okay, people, we got the noodles. They're all drained. I did them in cold water for a little while. So it's all set to go. I got all the stuff. I don't have a lot of stuff to put in it this time. Sometimes I do all different things. Sometimes I do olives. I do different things. So I got some white onion here. I cut it up really small. I try to. I don't like to, really like have big chunks. So small onion. I don't know. I cut up a whole onion, but I'm not going to use the whole thing. I just kind of eyeball it, a decent amount in there. Okay, this is I think what makes mine really good. Actually, I'm going to wait on that because Cecilia doesn't like pickles. I do tomatoes, small, cut them up small. So, I don't know, not too many, but some, A little bit of tomato in here. All right, I normally would put my half sour pickles in it, but Cecilia is not a pickle lover, so I'm going to hold off on that. All right, what I do is I only use Hellmann's mayonnaise because that's the only kind I enjoy. So I get some heaping teaspoons of this, okay? I don't know how many it is. 1, probably 2, maybe 3 big ass fucking things. It's probably a lot, but a lot of it like disappears when you do it. So mix it up a little bit, right? And then I think what the secret to make mine really good, besides the pickles, is I take some dry Italian seasoning mix. Okay, I open that up and I sprinkle this shit on top. Sometimes I use a half of one, sometimes a whole one, it all depends. I use a decent amount of it and mix all that up inside there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit out for Cecilia because she's not into pickles. But I think this what makes mine really good is the half sour pickles and the Italian seasoning. Okay, so I got it pretty much mixed in. I put the rest of the seasoning in. So my guest Cecilia says she doesn't like pickles. She had one last week and said she liked it, but I'm going to give her her own bowl, without the pickles, and if she decides it, then she'll have it. So she gets her own separate one. Then I take the pickles, I mix it all in there, and this is really what makes the macaroni salad a hell of a lot better, is the pickles. In my personal opinion, I usually do put different stuff in it. It all depends what I have in the house. This is just a basic one. I think it's the Italian seasoning and the pickles and what makes mine, above the rest, in my opinion. That's what it looks like. This is what hers looks like. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to put it in the fridge and 2 things done. Thank you.